Hi, my name is Lindsay Anders. I work with Assurance Financial Group and I am one of the volunteers for Club Blue and Boys and Girls Club. And I'm here to read you a book called The 10 Thank You Letters. Hopefully y'all are enjoying your summer or about to start enjoying a really fun summer that practically started 3 months ago, but you got a couple more months. I wish I would have had a summer that long. So this is 10 thank you letters. Ring ring. Hello, Rabbit. Hello, Pig. Want to play? Sure, but first I'm writing a thank you letter to my grandma. She got me this sweater for my birthday. Nice. Hey, I want to thank my grandma too. Can I borrow a piece of paper, Pig, and a pencil? Sure, Rabbit. Dear Grandma, thank you for all the marshmallow cake you always bake for my birthday. Love, Rabbit. Okay, Pig, I'm done with my letter. How about you? Not yet, Rabbit. I'm telling my grandma about the weather. But it's a thank you letter. Why tell her about the weather? I don't know, Rabbit. It's just the way I do it. Whoa, I just thought of someone who deserves a big thank you card. Can I borrow another piece of paper, Pig? And an envelope and a stamp, too. Dear Madam President, thank you for doing a ducky job. Let me know if you need someone to help. Love, Rabbit. Done. Are you finished with your letter yet, Pig? Well, no. I thought I'd tell my grandma about how I'm helping my mom with chores. Chores? Why are you telling her that? It's a thank you letter. Because Grandma likes it when I help my mom, and she might want to know how things are going around here. Hey, I just thought of another great person to thank. Can I borrow more paper? Dear Miss Lappin, in case you're wondering how things are going around here, they are great. Your funny books make my whole class laugh. Love, Rabbit. Aren't you done with your letter yet, Pig? No, Rabbit. I just want to tell my grandma that I laughed so much yesterday, my loose tooth came out. Can I have another sheet of paper, Pig? Let me guess. You thought of someone else to thank. I sure did. Dear Miss Pachyderm, thank you for teaching us about brushing our teeth. Now I have clean teeth and fresh breath. Love, Rabbit. This one's done too. How's your letter going, Pig? Well, I haven't seen my grandma in a while, so there's a lot to tell her, but you keep interrupting. Sorry, Pig. Maybe if you just give me a stack of paper and envelopes and some more stamps, I won't have to bother you. Dear Mr. Moose, you are the best librarian. Thanks for finding me so many sports books. Love, Rabbit. Dear Miss Otter, thanks for being a great bus driver and never getting lost on the way to school. Love, Rabbit. Dear Mrs. Chicken, thanks for being a great crossing guard and making sure everyone gets to the other side. Love, Rabbit. Dear Mr. Hog, thanks for always giving me a carrot pop at your market. Love, Rabbit. Dear Mr. Kid, thanks for delivering all your mail. It's a lot to carry, isn't it? Love, Rabbit. There, I am finished. See you later, Pig. I'm off to the mailbox to send my letters. Finally, I can finish my letter. Yay, done. But Rabbit used all my envelopes and all my stamps. Oh no, how will I mail my letter to my grandma now? Ring ring. Hello, Pig. Guess what? I got more envelopes and stamps for you. And I wrote one more thank you letter. I thought I'd deliver it myself. Here. Thanks, Rabbit. No one's ever wrote me a thank you letter before. Dear Pig, thank you for inspiring me, and for being generous, and for being my friend. Love, Rabbit. Now are you ready to play catch? Yay, game time. Yes, after a quick stop at the mailbox. Dear Grandma, thanks for sending the great birthday sweater. Did you know my favorite color is purple? The weather has been cool, so I can wear the sweater every day, even when I'm helping Mom wash dishes and sweep the floor. Yesterday, my best friend Rabbit and I were laughing at a funny book, and my loose tooth fell out. Oh well, I'll grow another one. Anyway, thanks again for the sweater, and I hope you're well. Love, Pig. The end.
Hi, and welcome to Storytime Review. I'm Miss Danielle from University Terrace, and I'm a youth development professional. Today we're going to be reviewing the book 10 Thank You Letters by Daniel Kirk. So to begin, I'd like to say thank you to Miss Lindsay Anders, our volunteer that's contributing to our club experience by reading you all this book. I would like to begin by reviewing the story of 10 thank you letters. So you can see that there's a pig here, and Pig is trying to write a thank you letter to his grandma for a birthday present that she had sent him, but Rabbit here interrupts and asks him if he wants to play a game of catch. He patiently waits for Mr. Pig, but Mr. Pig is taking a really long time writing his thank you letter, and Rabbit keeps telling him that he's writing his thank you letter wrong. As Rabbit waits, he asks Pig if he could borrow some of his paper, envelopes, and stamps so he can write some thank you letters. Throughout this process, Rabbit keeps interrupting Pig to the point that Pig gets frustrated and tells him he's just trying to finish his letter, but he keeps interrupting. Eventually, Rabbit here uses up all the paper, envelopes, and stamps, but he ends up surprising Pig and bringing him back more envelopes, paper, and stamps, and even surprises him with his own thank you letter because he's inspired him to write all those different thank you letters to all the different people in his life. And in the end, his grandma does get a thank you card. So some of the themes that we can see in this book would be friendship. Mr. Rabbit and Mr. Pig are clearly friends, which also highlights the differences. They're both individuals and they're unique in their own way, but they can still work really well together. In this, we can also see appreciation, as Mr. Pig is showing appreciation to his grandma for his gift. We see Mr. Rabbit is showing appreciation to a lot of people in his life, like his teachers, librarians, and etc. And then lastly, we see the appreciation of Rabbit to Pig as he says that he's inspiring and generous. Some challenges here would be the fact that Pig is struggling to write a thank you letter to his grandma, but we can see he solves this by taking his time and including all the information he wants, despite Mr. Rabbit telling him that he's writing his thank you letter wrong. The next thing would be the fact that Mr. Pig runs out of envelopes, paper, and stamps. But this problem surprisingly solves itself as Mr. Rabbit wants to show appreciation to Mr. Pig by getting him more without him even having to ask. Lastly, I would like to go over some new fun words that we can add to our word cloud. So the first word that I'd like to get into is weather, as Pig wants to include the weather in his thank you letter to his grandma. Weather has to do with the state of the atmosphere, and that's a STEM word, so it has to do with things like wind, temperature, moisture in the air, and all those fun things. Next, we have a stamp. A stamp is a postage stamp, and it's needed to mail things out, and it costs money. Next, we have an envelope, which is a flat paper container, typically for letters or small packages. One of the first thank you letters that Rabbit writes is to the president, and the president is someone that helps lead and make really important decisions. The next thing we have is interrupt, which is to cause a break in the process of. So Rabbit interrupted the process of Pig's letter. The next word we have is to inspire, and that means to cause a quickened influence. So by Mr. Pig wanting to write a thank you letter, he inspired Rabbit to write 10 thank you letters. And the last word is going to be generous. This is what Mr. Rabbit calls Mr. Pig for letting him use all his paper and stamps. Generous means freely giving, sharing, or unselfish. So that's all the words that I'd like to add to this word cloud from this book. I really enjoyed going over this book with you, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!